Hello and welcome back to the series of PMP Agile practice questions, topic 33. We have covered 200 questions for 32 topics. We have made mind maps. I'm going to record like few more videos, another 8 to 9 more videos to help you understand the questions on the knowledge areas like quality management, risk management. Then after that you have got scope management, schedule management. Let's try to see how the questions can come on these areas also, so that you can answer them quickly and gain more marks. Okay, I appreciate the fact that you have finished 200 questions. You're coming for few more questions. This is the extra mile. This is the continuous improvement. This is continuous growth path for you to learn more, so that you are ready completely for the agile questions in your PMP examination. Let's get started. So today's topic is scope management in agile. Let's see what are the kind of questions we're going to see in the scope management in agile and try to answer them. Question number 201. Wow, we've come a long way from question 1 to 200. Now it's 201. A project manager is leading an agile project with stakeholders frequently request changes to the product backlog. Okay, now frequently people are requesting changes to the product backlog. Real life scenario, what happens? The team is concerned that constantly changing the scope will impact their ability to deliver. How should the project managers manage scope changes effectively in this agile environment? Absolutely, team is concerns very valid. Now, how should project manager manage the scope? Limit the number of scope challenges allowed per sprint to ensure stability. Yes, okay. But agile is all about adaptivity. You cannot limit things. Changes will come. There is a way to handle changes in agile. Okay, that's very important. That will give you the right answer. Allow stakeholders to change. Allow stakeholders to change the backlog at any time. Allow stakeholders to change the backlog at any time. Adjust the sprint backlog as needed. No, you cannot change the backlog anytime. Okay, the product owner will, if there is something new that comes in, we have to prioritize and put it in the backlog, and we can't play with the sprint backlog. Sprint goal is fixed. Okay, so we need to see how we can prioritize. Okay, so the better thing is to do a refinement. Facilitate regular backlog refinement sessions to prioritize and assess changes before sprint begins. Okay, this is a good thing. Okay, so have a regular backlog refinement session to prioritize, assess changes before sprint begins. Okay, the sprint goal is always fixed. Log the backlog at the start of the project to prevent scope creep. You can't log backlog in agile because it's against the adaptive nature of agile and being that one of the principles, right? Best answer is answer choice C. Let's see. Yeah, right answer. In agile, scope changes are expected, but they should be managed through regular backlog refinement session. This allows the team to prioritize changes, assess their impact, and incorporate them into future sprints without disrupting the current sprint. Okay, next one. 202. Your agile team is halfway through a sprint when a key stakeholder requests an additional feature. Oh my god, this middle of the sprint questions are coming again and again. That's important for compliance purpose. Oh, regulatory compliance, very important. The team has already committed to the sprint goal, and this new feature would require significant work. See, sprint goal is committed means you will not take it in the middle of sprint. That's very important. Okay, what is the best course of action? Add the feature to current sprint to ensure compliance. No, you will not add it in the current sprint. Include the feature in the next sprint backlog and inform stakeholder prioritization process. Okay, that is something very good. Include in the sprint, put it in the backlog, prioritize it. That's the best way to get it back into the sprint. Negotiate stakeholder, adjust other sprint goals to make room for the new feature. See, first put it on backlog and then you go and negotiate. Okay. Escalate the request senior manager prioritization. No, don't go to senior everything. They'll kind of tell you why to hire you. Okay, the best answer is choice B. Yep, right answer. Agile prioritizes mainly focusing on maintaining focus on current sprint goals. While urgent changes are allowed in Agile, they are ideally added to product backlog and prioritized for next sprint, allowing the team to maintain a stable sprint goal. Question number 203. During a sprint review, the product owner expresses dissatisfaction with the completed increment, suggesting that it doesn't align with the evolving business need. The team feels they met the initial scope. How should this be handled to align the team and product owner's expectation? So, product owner expresses dissatisfaction on the completed increment. What is the acceptance criteria? That's what you have to think. Encourage the PO to be more involved in daily standard monitor progress. Okay, team says they met the initial scope. How should this be handled? Okay, PO says you didn't meet. Team says we met. Okay, not aligning with the business needs is the problem. So how do we ensure that? Encourage the product owner to be more involved in daily stand-ups to monitor progress. No, daily stand-ups will come, but he'll not kind of he or she will come and They'll not come and do all the clarification. They'll not come and kind of do reprioritizations. They can help in clarifications, but daily stand-ups not the place for that. Schedule will be able to redefine the acceptance criteria for the next increment. Yeah. See, daily stand-ups more about tracking the progress, what we did yesterday, what we planned today, and what are the blockers. Okay. So have a separate meeting. Okay, on the acceptance criteria. Modify the increment immediately, address problem and feedback. No, don't do things like immediately. Don't delay things. These are not the answers on PMP examination. Conduct assessment retrospect to address any misunderstandings about the scope change. Okay, you'll do that. But before that, you will have to kind of have a meeting with the PO to redefine the acceptance criteria. Okay, let's see the best answer. Choice B. Yeah. In Agile, it's crucial for the product owner to clearly communicate evolving business needs. Refining acceptance criteria in collaboration with the product owner helps prevent misalignment and ensures the next increment better aligns with the expectations. Okay. So refining acceptance criteria, because it's an alignment issue, that's the thing. Okay. The conduct retrospective addressing misunderstandings, okay, but it is not addressing the acceptance criteria issue. Okay. That's why the choice B is a better choice. 204. Your Agile team is working on features that initially seemed well defined. However, as the work progressed, the requirements became unclear and the scope expanded beyond what was initially planned. Okay. Things are unclear. Quite an Agile project. The team feels overwhelmed. What is the best approach to handle the scope ambiguity? Stop the work and request the PO to provide full detailed requirements. That's not possible. Agile. Never stop your work. These are not right answers. Okay. Use backlog refinement sessions to clarify and reprioritize the requirements with the product owner. That's a good approach. Okay, if you're unclear of something, define the backlog. Continue working on feature, trusting the team to adjust as they learn more. No, people are unclear, things don't continue working, assuming they will work, they'll do it properly. No. Decompose a feature into smaller tasks and assign them to team members based on expertise. See, even if you decompose smaller tasks, unclear, this will not be clear by decomposing it. Okay. So refinement is the best answer. So answer choice B. Yeah, right answer. Backlog refinement in Agile practice that helps clarify scope, refine requirements, and prioritize work. By working with product owner to refine the backlog, the team can better understand and manage the future scopes without overwhelming themselves. Next question, 205. In an Agile project, the product owner decides to add a significant new feature to the backlog after initial requirement gathering. The feature could potentially increase the project scope beyond the team's capacity. What should the project manager do to manage this situation? Okay, some new feature is coming. Okay, to potentially increase the project scope. Let's see. Prioritize the new feature and remove lower priority items from the backlog. Before that, assess it. C looks better thing. Okay. Before prioritizing, check what is the problem. Okay. Is it actually going to increase the project scope beyond team's capacity? Assess it first. Request additional resources to accommodate the increased scope. Okay. After C, you can come for this. Additional resource not the right answer because it will take a cost. Assess the feature's impact on the project scope and negotiate a phased approach with the product owner. Okay, this is also good. That's something. First assess, then do the other things. Add the feature sprint backlog and address scope adjustment in the next retrospective. See, address the issue now. Don't delay things. Okay, assess it first. So choice C is better. Yep. In Agile, significant scope changes should be assessed for impact and managed through negotiation. A phased approach allows the team to deliver part of the feature incrementally, maintaining control over scope without overloading the team. All of the following are true about scope management in Agile except scope is defined iteratively based on customer feedback involving requirements. Yes. Scope management in Agile emphasizes delivering the highest priority features first. Yes. Scope in fixed in the beginning of the project to maintain consistency throughout. No, in Agile scope is not fixed. Scope adjustments are made based on regular review and feedback from stakeholders. Yes, absolutely. So what is incorrect? C is incorrect. That's the right answer. In Agile, scope is flexible and evolves throughout the project based on stakeholder feedback and changing requirements. This approach contrasts traditional project management where scope is typically defined and fixed upfront. Okay, make a note of this answers. Okay, it's a good way to learn what is Agile and what is not Agile, what is scope management, what is not scope management. You have seen this for the previous 32 videos. This will continue for a few more videos. That's the nice way of learning it faster. Okay, so make a note of these things. Last question for this video. All of the following statements about scope management in Agile are true, except user stories help define scope in Agile by capturing customer needs and priorities. Yes. Scope changes are easily accommodated in Agile through regular iteration reviews. Yes. Agile teams avoid discussing scope to maintain flexibility throughout the project. No, we do discuss scope. We not avoid it. That's incorrect. Scope is managed by prioritizing the product backlog based on value and impact. That's correct. The right answer is C. In Agile, scope is actively discussed and managed through tools like the product backlog and user stories. Agile teams continually review and adjust scope to ensure that they deliver the highest value to stakeholders rather than avoiding scope discussions altogether. So in the next video, we'll talk about schedule management in Agile. Okay. If you like this video, please do hit the like button, put your comments on what you're learning or what you want to learn more from me. Hit the bell icon to get a notification about the next video and share the video in your network. Thank you for watching my video. This is Aram Faraz for your PMP success. You are amazing. Believe in yourself. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.